Championships. We're just a couple of minutes away from the start of the action. Well, we had some pretty serious weather roll in yesterday, some heavy thunderstorms that has just blown everything around, but the team and all the volunteers here have worked so hard this morning, and all the crew, to get everything ready and get the pictures in place. So huge thanks to everybody for all of the help up here, particularly all the volunteers and Erzincan Down the Mountain, which is so wonderfully hosting us again on the World Downhill Skateboarding Championships. My name's Ian Finley. I'll be talking you through all of the action today. Weather dependent, of course. We got to say that there's some clouds rolling in. We're expecting not just a shower, we're expecting some really heavy rain, so you might have to bear with us a little bit. There's nothing that we can do about that. It's out of our hands. We're looking behind us. There's some dark clouds on the hillside. We're going to be starting with the Street Luge semi-finals, and if you've been following us on social media, and if you're watching the live stream now, I'm guessing you have been following us because you've got the links. You may have seen on that Friday pretty nasty crash involving Abdil Madzan, last season's world champion. And I'm pleased to say that I've got Abdil alongside me. Abdil, great to have you in the commentary box. Of course, we wish you were racing, as do you, but at least you can bring us the Luge's perspective. But firstly, how are you doing? How are you going on?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Ian, for having me here. I'm doing a lot better today compared to yesterday. Yesterday, I was just feeling very tired and body aches all over, physically hurt and emotionally distraught, but you know how it is. That crash took a beating out of me, and watching the footage, it was just, how did I survive that, right? I count my lucky stars to have, like, threaded the needle going in between the beginning of the guardrail and the corner marshal. So things could have been a lot worse, but hey, I'm in one piece, and I'm really happy to help out doing the Street Luge commentary.
We really appreciate you having you alongside in the commentary box, but mostly everyone is just about okay after that crash. Well, we've got the first of the Street Luge semi-finals lining up. Will Stevenson there is going to be on the megaphone doing the start.
Yeah, I'm getting nervous too because I'm hearing the start beeps procedure, and yeah, just getting everyone ready for that sound, because we don't know if they're starting yet, but now we can see the Lugers all sitting on the start line getting ready for their first semi-final.
So it was really interesting qualifying yesterday, taken by Andrej Ilic from Czechia. He wears red, so he gets first lane choice. Ulrich Becker is the number 3 seed. He gets second lane choice in this semi-final. Arkadiusz Kowalski from Poland, wearing the blue sleeves, gets third lane choice. And Ian Martland from Great Britain.
Okay, here they go. They're about to start.
So here we go, first of the Luge semi-finals, top 2 into the big final, and third and fourth into the Consi final. It's a nice looking start there from Andrej Ilic, and he gets himself out in front. You can see Renato Panuti bringing us the GoPro footage as well, but a good start there from Ilic.
Yep, he's in the lead at the moment, setting up for the first turn, or actually turn 2. Carries some good speed through this section, and yeah, but Ulrich is not that far behind. He's pulling him in.
Yeah, Ulrich had a good qualifying yesterday as well. David Frager, who we'll see in the second semi-final, qualified in second place. Not much behind them, but Ulrich is keeping Ilic within his sights. Ilic winning the Kozakov Challenge in 2002. It's a quality rider.
Yeah, it looks like the pacing is pretty close.
Kowalski's
who's
coming
in third
into it,
place.
yeah.
He's now he's sliding out a bit, losing grip, and entering corner 6. Yeah, this is the hardest braking point part of the track. So full brakes on. These guys are going through this corner.
Just coming out of the corner there. Apologies, losing the picture for a second. But it's such a difficult turn, that one.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see that the pace has pretty much remained the same between these 3 riders in this semifinal. So Aki has quite some work to do if he wants to advance to the final. He's not quite in the draft, but Ulrich is pretty close to Andre here, going into the turn 8 chicane here, past the crack. And now this is the fast right sweeper. This is the one where I hit 113 kilometers per hour.
Track record.
Yep, and coming into,
It's getting super tight at the top front of the race here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is so close.
Yep, he's reeling him in. I can't tell who's in front as the drone gets closer, but looks like, is that, okay, Ulrich is right there behind Andre.
Yeah, Andre still got it through the last of the difficult turns, and he's just managed to pull out a few meters on Ulrich.
Yeah.
It's Andre Ulrich now that is on the sprint towards the line. This is it's a grueling track. It's been a good run from Becker. He's going to get into the final, and if he can keep that up in the final, he's got a chance. But it's Illich who takes it. Becker in second place. They go in to the final a little bit later on. Kowalski and Martland, Ian Martland from Great Britain. Myrtle, as he's known, going into that Consi final as well. Close race.
Yeah, it was. It was a great semifinal and a good fight put up by Ulrich, who really wanted to, take every heat seriously, and we can see the outcome. But glad to see that he made it to the final, and then let's see what happens next.
Second semifinal coming up. Two men that are very, very quick. David Frager and Colby Parks. David Frager in red, Colby Parks in green. Andrew Spate wears the blue. He's been getting stronger and stronger.
Yep,
over
Andrew
the
Spate,
seasons.
Yeah, he's improved a lot since the first Cappadocia event here in Turkey, and it just goes to show that with determination, anything is possible.
Phil Spencer from Great Britain in there as well. Been mentored by Andy Spate as well. Andy's doing a great job trying to get more and more street lugers going in the UK. And I've got to say, Phil Spencer, the only grandfather in the race.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. But, it's good to see newcomers into the sport, even if they do enter the sport late. But I'm so stoked to see, just new faces in general.
Absolutely. It's great to have Phil from the UK and Ian as well. Ian Martland here racing as well. This is Phil's first ever proper race. So and he's been getting stronger and stronger throughout.
I've seen his his training videos. Like he's been really practicing a lot before the event, and especially working out in the gym and trying to lose some weight. So he knows that it's you got to put up a serious game if you want to compete at this level.
A quick word about Frager and Parks, two super experienced quick men that can get it done on their day. Yeah,
Colby Parks is the most experienced one in this heat. He's still, looking for another one. And David Frager is also new in the sport. He just started Luge during the COVID. Yeah. So I'm really surprised to see how much he has improved since he first got started, because he's pretty much a newcomer. All right, here they go. They're about to start. So there's the beep. We get underway, and it's a strong start from Andrew Spate from Great Britain, and he's working hard, powering away. But now we're going to look to see Colby Parks and David Frager try and grab the advantage here. But is that Spate just about in second, but he's leaving a little bit of space to his left. Looks like Colby Parks, who had the inside lane, pushes equally with the others, but due to the inside lane, is able to take the lead here.
Nice move from Frager, and Phil Spencer right up on the tail of the board of his mentor on those SP8 boards.
Yeah, Phil is hooking up on the inside and pulling in Andy Spade in his draft, and Andy Spade is in third, trying to get into David Frager's draft, and David is just reeling Colby Parks in.
So it's Colby Parks in top spot, David Frager from France in the number 2 spot.
And going through this left-hand sweeper, it's basically you're on edge, you're gripping the whole turn, and David Frager makes a move on Colby Parks, entering turn 6, being on the inside.
Great move from David Frager. Can he make it stick?
Okay, yeah, the thing is they know they don't have to take each other out, just make sure they're in the top 2 to advance.
Bit of a gap between second and third, but Andy Spate's not going to give up on this one.
Yeah, Colby Parks is leading on the straight, approaching turn 8. This is the turn before the crack corner, and David is just right up into Colby's draft. He just needs to make sure he doesn't push too hard and just maintains grip going into this fast right-hand sweeper.
Wow, we've had two really close races. This is shaping up for what could be a thrilling final a little bit later on.
Yep.
David Frager, is he going to try and make a move here?
Colby Parks brakes hard on the outside apex and lines up, takes a really good line through here. And David just closes the gap on Colby right here. This is really exciting.
David going to try and go around the outside of Colby. He's setting himself up for the line on this final turn. David Frager. Oh, there's a beautiful pass. What has Colby got in stuck? Can he respond here?
Yeah, they just need to make sure that they don't take each other out. They know
that was good clean racing. Good clean racing by David Frager, who takes over in top spot. Colby Parks in second place. That was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, taking the inside line, it's pretty risky, but it's the proper way to do it. You just have to make sure you get there first before the other guy does.
And Colby runs it close, but it's David Frager who takes it ahead of Colby Parks. They go through into the final a little bit later on. Andrew Spate and Phil Spencer from Great Britain go into the Consi final. Abdul, very quickly, there were some cracking races.
I know. It's just so exciting to watch a semifinal being that close. Can't wait to see what the final would look like.
Abdul, great to have you for the semi-finals. We're going to do the open stand-up round of 32 next. Then you're going to come back and join us for the Consi and big final.
Yes, I will.
Excellent. We look forward to that. Now we're going to hand over to Gemma, who's got my commentary partner from yesterday, Adam Westphal.
With Adam. Adam, nice to meet you. Thanks a lot for joining us here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Tell me a little bit about the course and your first impressions here in Turkey so far?
Course, and I mean, I think it's been said a million times, but this course is pushing everybody to their limits. So, you know, we're going to see that come to full fruition today. Folks are going to be fighting it out, going to be duking it out hard. So, should be a really fun day of racing.
Do you have a favorite section of the course here?
Favorite section, man, I tell you what, when you pin it into the crack just right, it feels phenomenal. But so I'd say that could be your favorite or my least favorite, depending on the run.
Tough conditions. How do you feel about your chances here, your racing, your timing so far?
I feel good, you know. I mean, that's really the only way to come into a race, right? So, you know, time could be better, could be worse. You know, I qualified in 11th place, which is, you know, I mean, you'd love to see higher, love to see some of these top 10s or make it to Q3, but, you know, all that goes out the window on race day. So we're going to put it down and fight hard for the race here today.
Sounds awesome. We're going to let you get focused and you want to watch the upcoming race. We wish you lots of luck, and hopefully we'll catch you back here again after yours.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me, Gemma.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Gemma. And I know so many of you watching yesterday really enjoyed Adam's coverage. Yesterday it was great to have him in the commentary box. We are going to try and find a rider to join me for the stand-up. I'm sure you'll all appreciate that. But of course, they're all in the race, so it's just me for now. And we'll talk you through the round of 32. And if somebody gets knocked out that we want in the commentary box, then we'll bring them along. But I think as we get through, maybe towards the semi-finals, we'll certainly be able to get somebody in. I'll promise them a energy drink or a bottle of water or maybe a sandwich or something. We'll bribe them in. So we're going to get started. It is a 32 bracket, round of 32, 8 finals, whatever you want to call it. So there's going to be a few buys here. We've got the top qualifier, Diego Poncelet from Spain and Oscar Gutierrez from Mexico in this one. Of course, they're both going to go through, so it gives us a chance just to have a look at this course from this stand-up perspective. And for these two men, let's be honest, they're probably not going to be racing it at 100% here. They're just going to try and focus on getting down this course safely, because once we're into the quarterfinals, it's going to be the 4-on-4 racing that we all know and love to watch. And Diego Ponce yesterday was absolutely on point. But the Mexican Gutierrez out of Guadalajara, racing with a broken toe, a bit of a broken board as well. Took the QS race yesterday, got into Q2, but couldn't put it down in Q2 to move forward into that Q3 with the top 8 battled and out for the top 8 positions in yesterday's qualifying session. But in these heats, Gutierrez could be a man to watch out for, and he's keeping pace with Poncelet here coming into turn 6. Beautiful drift into the turn from both of them, and Gutierrez is going to be watching Poncelet's lines here and seeing how the current world champion handles this course. Great drone pictures as always. Huge thank you to all of the crew that have worked so hard despite the real challenges that we've had. with the weather making life very difficult, getting water into the equipment, things blowing around, particularly last night. So it's not an easy task. So huge thanks to the crew and everyone here who's helping us deliver this race. Getting towards the bottom of the course, we know these two are going through into the quarterfinals a little bit later on. We're trying to get through these heats as quick as we can today because the weather is due to be rolling in. Hopefully not the thunderstorms that we had last night and we also had on Friday night, but you never quite know up in these mountains. We're sitting just over 1,700 meters as Poncelet comes in to this real key turn that we saw in the Luge where David Frager made a beautiful pass. And now Poncelet, you see him standing up. He's relaxing, get that drone. He wants that drone a little bit further back. You can understand that. And he's just going to cruise it down towards the finish line. I'm sure Gutierrez is not too far behind him either. Job done for these two. They were both going to go through, so it's really just a warm-up run. We make them race it so that everyone's got the same number of runs in the legs. And then back to the start. Now we've got 3 in the start for this one. Stefano Barbizzi, he wears the red bib, qualified in 8th place. So last of the men in Q3. Oscar Clevo from Sweden and Antonio Francesco Bonventre from Italy. Relative newcomer, didn't start racing until 2002. He was 6th in the QS race. Asked me to give Nosy, one of his sponsors, a shout out. Oscar Clevo carrying just a little niggle. Was sitting out of riding on Friday, but rode okay yesterday in 16th place. A young athlete, one certainly to watch out for. Finished at 7th in race 1 last year in Erzincan. Did Oscar Clevo. Making it through to the semi-finals. Finished in 8th place in the standings. So Barbizzi in the red suit, Clevo in the middle of your screen, wearing all yellow. And Bonventre closest to us in the blue. On the right-hand side of the screen. So we get underway with this race. Nice start from Stefano Barbizzi, the world champion. Italian champion 3 times as well, 2018, 2021, and 2023. Experienced rider. Of course, just the top 2 to go through. And Oscar Clevo sitting in 2nd place at the moment. Through this sweeping top section of the course into turn 4. And Clevo right up in touch with Barbizzi. But again, Clevo, he'll be aware that there's a bit of a gap now starting to form between himself and the Italian in 3rd place at the moment. The riders that finish 3rd and 4th at this stage of the race. I actually don't think we've got any heats of 4 in the round of 32, but the riders that finish in 3rd, they are out at this stage, so no more racing for them. But all of the riders here this week with the QS races and the free ride have had a lot of time on this course, and it's a brutal hill, just over 3 kilometers in length. It tests every single skill, so everyone's been pretty happy with the amount of riding time that we've had. Barbizzi starting to pull away. Oscar Clevo still in 2nd place. It's looking like, barring any issues, that he will move into the quarterfinals where Diego Poncelet and Oscar Gutierrez are waiting. There is a little bit of an advantage if you win your heat. Then you're either going to be in the red or the green bib in the next round. So the winners, Poncelet, and whoever wins this one, it will go off qualifying time in the next heat. So Poncelet, if he progresses through, he's going to be red all the way through because he was the fastest qualifier. But sometimes a red bib gets knocked out. So it is an advantage to try and win the heat if you can, rather than finishing in 2nd place. These two know they've got it locked up into turn number 10. Barbizzi running a nice line there. Just all about scoping the lines out at this stage. Little thumbs up from the Italian. Giving a wave to the drone. Experienced athlete. One to really, really watch out for today once he gets into the 4-on-4 racing through turn number 11. And the finish line in sight there. The drone's running right to the line, which is great to see. So Barbizzi takes it. Didn't see Clevo cross the line, but assuming that he did, and he will go into quarter final number 1 with Diego Ponce and Oscar Gutierrez. That is going to be some quarter final, that one. Cannot wait for it. All of these heats are going to be super, super tough once we get into the next round a little bit later on today. It is weather dependent. It was a beautiful morning despite the weather that came in last night, but the clouds are building, so we at least want to try and get through this round of 32. That is the aim here. Bring you as much coverage as we can. One of the issues, if the rain comes down really, really hard, then we can't get the drones in the air. If it's just a light shower, we might be able to, but we're going to try our best as heat number 3 is getting lined up. Dexter Manning, he is in red, the man from Vancouver in Canada. Second in the QS race, qualified in 5th place. He was the first man to go in Q3. Put down a great run, held on to top spot for a little bit. He was pretty happy with it as well. A man to watch out for here for sure. Hussein Al Nasrallah in the green, qualified in 13th place. The 23-year-old from Norway. He's carrying a little bit of an injury. And Jose Rogelio Valdez from Panama in the blue bib. He's been racing in Panama for over 12 years. Been a few years since his last international race. That was in 2015. Lemonor downhill. We finished in 2nd place. He's been spending a bit of time in Italy and in Peru training. Of course, we had our Peruvian friends here last season. Guys, if you're tuning in Peru, we miss you. I hope you're enjoying the coverage. And we'll see you again on the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship. Great to have 19 nations represented. Panama represented for the first time in the World Downhill Skateboarding Championships. Of course, famous for a Van Halen song and a canal. Beautiful place. And great to have Jose Rogelio Valdez in the start gate in the field. So we're getting ready for heat number 3. Dexter Manning, Hussein Al Nasrallah, and Jose Rogelio Valdez. So Dexter Manning in 2nd place. It's a blisteringly quick start from Al Nasrallah from Norway. Dexter Manning just sitting in his draft early on. Coming through turn 1 here. 2 quick men. Al Nasrallah finished 10th in race 1. Oh, and Al Nasrallah's in trouble. He's in the bails. Oh, and the man from Panama in the bails as well. Big problems. It's a race to get back on the board. Al Nasrallah's done it. Well, Dexter Manning up and away on his own, but it's the action behind that we need to keep an eye on. There's Dexter Manning. He's got this one locked up at 2 riders down in the bails. There may be a little bit of work to do just sorting those bails out after this heat, but our elite team will be working on it. So Dexter Manning out in front. Dexter Manning has got this one, and the drone's looking behind us. Al Nasrallah got away quickly. Let's see it again. Al Nasrallah had the lead, just losing a little bit of grip there and into the board. And I think Valdez maybe saw that crash of Al Nasrallah, and that perhaps impacted on his run there. But that is what can happen in this game. Great to have the replay functions as well. Oh dear, have we had a drone problem there? We might have a drone issue. Well, back to the start. So it looks like Dexter Manning has got this one in the bag after that crash. But whilst we may have a little equipment issue, let's go over to Gemma, who's got Lisa Peters.
Okay, guys, so I'm out here catching up with Lisa. Lisa, you're our only female participant here in Turkey. Run me through it a little bit. What is it like to be the only female participating here on a very challenging track?
Well, the track is so amazing, and the main reason why I wanted to come here was just because I wanted to skate this track again. Like, I've been here last year, and I learned so much last year that I was like, okay, I have more things where I can progress, so I want to come back again. And then I realized I was the only female rider. But luckily the boys have been super supportive, and I actually could keep up with quite some heat. So yeah, I learn a lot, and I don't really mind that I'm the only female rider.
It's fantastic. Do you think your being here is going to encourage more women to come here at the next event that we hold here?
Yes, I really hope so. Like this track is so amazing to skate. The whole event is just absolutely great. So I hope, like, based on this year, more female riders will come next year. They should, because it's just another level of racing, definitely.
We're so happy to hear that. How does it feel for you? How do you prepare yourself mentally for a track like this?
I'm way more nervous for a track like this, because I know, like, once you crash, the risk is much bigger than other tracks. Like, the speed is just so much higher than I felt comfortable. So yeah, I'm on the straight. I feel the nerves, and every time I reach the bottom, I'm glad I survived.
I'm sure you'll do great. Thank you so much, Lisa. We'll let you get focused, concentrate on your next heat. But thanks a lot for joining us, and good luck.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Great to hear from you, and good luck once it comes round to your heat. Now, just a minor mishap. There's a drone on the course, so we're just getting that all sorted out. We sent a car down. It's the beauty of having this basically 4-lane road separated with the ditch in the middle. It means we can move vehicles if we need to. We don't want to move vehicles too often, of course. But if we need to send a vehicle down when there is a delay, we can do that very quickly. So I think Gemma's queuing up another interview for us, whilst there will be just a short delay here. We've had 3 heats. Dexter Manning taking the last one. I'm still not seeing who is come through in second after that crash that we saw in the last one. So I'll keep an eye on that, and we'll hand back to Gemma, who I believe has got Will Stevenson.
Chat with me.
Yeah, okay.
We'll look at the camera every now and then. All right, Will, our race director here in Erzincan. Nice to see you here again. Can you run me through a little bit what's going on here this morning?
So at the moment, we've ran the Street Luge semi-finals already, and we're doing the round of 32 for stand-up. The reason behind that is because we've got some inclement weather coming along, so we want to have everyone have a nice, safe, dry race.
Absolutely. Talk to me a little bit. We can see that the clouds are kind of coming over the horizon. We had some very heavy rainfall last night. How could this affect our day today, and how can it affect the track, most importantly?
Well, with a wet track, it's important to remember that you're going to be losing that traction very, very early on in corners, and it's going to be going on the riders' visors, and we want to make it as safe as possible. We've got some contingency plans, which I'm hoping we don't have to use. But also, I'm kind of liking the cloud cover, because the past few days I've been roasting for, well, actually, no, the past week I've been here. So I'm really glad that we do have some cloud cover, and although I'm red, yeah, we want it dry, we want it to be good, which is why we've got the Street Luge going as soon as we can. That's why we've got the semi-finals done, and we're now going into the finals.
As race director here, can you talk to me a little bit about course safety and all the work that you guys have put into making this course as it is now, also in comparison to last year, the repairs that have been done and so forth?
So on this course, we've used around about 5,000 straw bales, which, for the record, is a lot to carry.
Which you've all done yourself.
Yeah. Well, it's not just me, but it's also the fantastic team we've got here from the local government, from the Case Productions, from everyone. It's been fantastic, and the straw bales have been a massive help. We have also utilised some of the crash mats, which are here at the ski resort. So we've built some of the defence barriers to slow people down and keep them safe. Last year we had a huge problem on turn 6. We were losing dozens of bales. So this time we've mixed it with the mattresses and the bales to get that two-tone approach and to save the bales and make it safer for the riders. The patching that's been carried out on the road has been really, really good. The crack is now just a quick little divot that you go over and you don't really feel it. The start area here is fantastic. That's why we're starting another, 40 metres up, 40 metres up, and that's really adding a different level of difficulty to the top section of the course. So now at turn 4, which is the first hard turn, people are going in there a lot quicker. So it's nice that the local government and the area are putting that investment into this track. and we're looking to hopefully do some more events and free rides throughout the year as well. So that's really where the dividends start paying off for the local government, for the local economy, about having us here and these types of events. And we want to use this as a template for other venues and other areas.
Absolutely. They've been amazing here. We have an incredible team working, so many people helping us out, which is really appreciated. As a former competitor yourself, what do you think about the technical difficulty of this track?
I'm really jealous that they're getting to race on it. As like a former racer, I'm looking at it and I'm trying to work out where I would be quicker than the other competitors. So I know that Colby and Aki and Andre would draft me on that last straight. So the way that I would be working up my race tactic was, where do I want to be at the end, which is actually in about second or third place, because that long straight, you can really get a good draft on it. And then I would work my way up the course at each corner at what position I want to be placing myself in. Although I had a very, very good push, I don't actually want to be on the line in first place on this track, because the long section before the fourth turn, I could easily be drafted and overtaken. Being quite a heavier guy, I will be scrubbing out quite a lot as well, so I have to try and weigh it up. But
Sounds perfect. Well, we're going to let you get back to work, focus on it. Looks like we're going to be starting again with the next heat. Well, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Let's get back to the racing. Thank you.
Thanks, Will. We couldn't do it without you. Let's get a little look back at that crash. Hussein Al Nasrallah and Jose Rogelio Valdez from that last heat. Let's see it again. So Nasrallah's in the lead. He's got ahead of Dexter Manning at this point, and he just looks like he loses a bit of grip there into the bales. Let's hope he's okay. We did see him get back up, and then the man from Panama goes down into the bales as well. So that caused some of the problems why we're on just a little delay. Let's throw it to a quick commercial break, and we'll get back with you as soon as we can.
Erzincan's 3.2-kilometer road is highly technical and exceptionally fast.
I think it's my favorite track right now. This is the best thing that we've had. Like, the gondola is amazing, the location is beautiful, and the track is
This track isn't really like anything else. It's kind of a combination of a few hills from the history of racing.
It's going to be a super tight one. They're battling. Bit of a wobble before the hay bales stay on their feet.
I think I never skated on a road like this.
You're engaged the whole time. You have to stay focused, otherwise you will crash.
And Gregoire falls into the hay, and Bouclier also falls down.
Coming up the left side.
Oh, there's contact! Oh, no! Celebrates the victory. Another great race. Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome back live to Erzincan, Turkey. Running a couple of promotions there. Go say huge thanks to everyone here in Erzincan for all of their support. It is a wonderful part of the world. You can do so much here. You can even go skiing or snowboarding just behind me, if that's your thing. So we have been running a couple of heats here. We want to keep things moving. We had to repair a bit of equipment, but we want to get through these heats to try and get some results. We did have a heat involving Owen Fox, Andreas Bouclier, and Olav Øy from Norway. Fox and Bouclier went through. And then there was just the two riders, Adam Westphal and Gregoire Schwab. And there was a bit of a crash in that one. I think we've got a replay for you now. Let's see that replay. So Schwab has the lead coming in at turn 4. Westphal in second place. And he just looks like he runs out of road into the bales. Oh, and that is a nasty one. The bale looks like it's doing its job. He got back up quickly, which is, of course, the most important thing to see. So a bit of a nasty one. We are recording as much as we can for you, but we want to keep these heats moving. Don't forget, we will, of course, be getting some highlight shows out as well. I can tell you the weather is changing. It is some pretty thick cloud cover at the moment, so let's hope the rain holds off. Of course, Schwab and Westphal, just the two riders in that heat. They are going through to the next round. I'll run you through how the quarterfinals are looking right now. Quarterfinal 1, Poncelet, Barbizzi, Gutierrez, and Clevo. Quarterfinal number 2, Fox, Manning, Bouclier, Al Nasrallah. So it was Al Nasrallah who came through that first round. He crashed as well. And the man from Panama, Valdez, Rogelio Jose Raquel Valdez, I should say, do apologise. Not able to get through that one, so he goes out of the race. The first two men in quarterfinal number 3, Gregor Schwab and Adam Westphal. They will be joined by a couple of other men, won't they? Or women, because the next heat features Fabio Minig from Switzerland, Cristiano Borges de Araju. Try my best to get that right. He's been working with me on it, but I do apologise. I probably totally butchered that one. A man from Portugal, though he's doing a wonderful job in Portugal, trying to develop the scene there. His North Point shop, the longboard school. He's a skate coach, Portuguese champion in 2013, and also in this race out of Haarlem in the Netherlands, Lisa Peters, world champion, 7th in the QS race, supported by Pantheon Longboards. She's got her pro model being released in a few weeks as well. Check that out. And also supported by Seismic Wheels. So Lisa, a little bit of a hurt thumb. Loved the racing yesterday in the QS racing. Actually on Friday. She's hyped for this one. We heard from her a little bit earlier. Of course, involved in such a dramatic race with Jasmine Hanegraaff last season. That one's made the highlights reels, showing this course in all its glory. So we're just hoping to make sure the drones are in the right place. But you can see the 3 riders there. Minig from Switzerland qualified in 6th place. Got it through to Q3 yesterday. Borges de Araju qualified in 14th. And Lisa Peters had a bit of a fall in Q1, so wasn't able to get into Q2. But here in the round of 32, just waiting for the green light. This is heat number 6, so 2 more heats to go. Then we're going to move straight on with the Luge Consi final and final. Then we'll go into the stand-up quarterfinals, semi-finals, Consi final and final for you. So hopefully the wind blows away any rain. We don't get any. Looks like we're ready to go with heat number 6. Minig, strong, powerful athlete. He is in the red on the far right-hand side of your screen. Borges de Araju in the middle and Lisa Peters in blue. Minig with a strong start, and Lisa Peters just getting both feet on that board early. And we've seen falls on this course already. You just got to be focused on what's happening ahead. Focus on your own run. You never quite know what can happen on this hill. It is brutal. It is tough. We'll keep bringing you as many interviews as we can to give you the rider's perspective. Coming into turn number 4, and Borges de Araju is in the hay bales, and Lisa Peters comes through in 2nd place. Exactly what I was saying. It's so easy to go down on this hill. So Peters in 2nd. Minig from Switzerland well clear in this one. And the man from Portugal trying to get back on his board as quick as possible to see if he can reel in Peters. Now Peters, an athlete that loves jumping out of aeroplanes. She loves her skydiving. Coming into turn 6. Minig just getting the brakes on early. He is able to take advantage of the fact he's got a big gap in this heat. So all about staying upright, reducing a little bit of speed, conserving some energy as well, and focusing on the quarterfinals. Lisa Peters still sitting in 2nd place. But Fabio Minig is looking to just take this one down to the finish, and hopefully we can see a shot of Peters soon as well through turn number 8. You can see the cloud cover. We're looking down from this angle onto the town of Erzincan. City, around about 150,000 people. It's a great place. There's a lot going on, a lot of shops, restaurants, cafes. It's been rebuilt. It's been rebuilt a couple of times. There's been some huge earthquakes here. I think one in the 30s, 1939 and 1992. So the city has been moved a couple of times. Getting word that Borges de Araju crashed again, so he's unlikely to feature in this one. I think Lisa Peters still upright, still in 2nd place, and looking to take her spot in the quarterfinals in the open stand-up here. But Fabio Minig putting down a really solid run. And this treating it just as a training run in the end after the start. So Minig coming through, crossing the line. He takes it. So Fabio Minig into the quarterfinals. He'll go up against his Swiss countryman Gregor Schwab. Adam Westphal in there as well. And once it flashes up on the screen, I'll confirm it. It is now confirmed. Lisa Peters from the Netherlands into the quarterfinals as well. Heading back to the start, Gemma has grabbed Andy Spate, our luge man from Great Britain.
Okay, fantastic. I'm out here with Andy having a little chat. You've been down the track this morning. Run me through it. How does it feel? Does it feel a little bit different to what you saw yesterday due to the changing conditions?
Yeah, we're actually running, it's running, or it feels to be running a bit faster, but that might just be because it's coming up to the finals, or it is the finals, and we're all pushing it a lot harder, yeah.
What do you think about the weather conditions? What are we looking at? And what could happen if it does start to rain?
At the moment, the rain's holding off, but looking up, there's a lot of black clouds overhead. If it does start raining, even if you get a little bit of rain, a bit of drizzle, it's all bets are off. Anything can change. Yeah, no firm favourites when it's raining.
Let's see what happens. Hopefully the weather will hold out. Can you run me around? How do you prepare for an event like this? Where do you train? What do you do in preparation?
I'm lucky enough to have a sort of a gym that helps me along at home. So for me, when I first started doing the international races, one thing that was noticeable was actually just the pushing off. And I was way behind everybody else, so that's what I trained on. I have been for the last couple of years, and it's paying off. Now I'm finding that I need to work on other aspects like my braking, because that's where other people are passing me now.
Well, that's what you're going to have to work on then. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to get back to the next heat, and good luck for the next round.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Andy, the man, he's getting stronger and stronger, and he's obviously designing his own boards, Pana SP8 boards, and supporting a few other British athletes coming through. 2 heats to go in the men in the open stand-up. Antoine Carlotti in this one. William Aston Billy from Australia and Valeria Fles from Ukraine. Carlotti choosing the middle lane. Fles in the blue on his right-hand side. Nice start from Carlotti. The man out of France, 4th in the 2023 standings. He got a podium finish in race number 2. He is in the lead right now. Started racing in 2018. He's got Billy Aston from Australia in 3rd place. Valeria Fles from Ukraine, who was 5th in the QS race. Right behind him. Pretty tight race now, but Billy Aston out of Melbourne just losing a little bit of ground on Fles, and Carlotti now starting to pull away. 88 Wilco, Riptide and Unequal and Rocket, his sponsors. Big shout out to all of the companies that are supporting these riders. They are an amazing group of athletes. If you see this hill in the flesh, you'd all up your sponsorship, because this hill is something else. So Carlotti coming into turn number 6. Fles in 2nd, and Aston not too far behind here. Just got to stay upright. Oh, the Australian's down, loses his board coming into turn 6. And that could be it unless there's any further problems. Oh, and he's just hung on there through those crash mats. But he is quite some way behind the man in 2nd. Of course, just the top 2 to progress into the quarterfinals. Carlotti and Fles, the men in the top 2 spots at the moment. William Aston, Billy Aston, carpenter by trade. Oh, and he's down again. That is a nasty looking one there. Let's hope he's all right. Let's hope he's okay in those bales. You can see him moving around. He's up on his feet. Those bales are going to have to be repaired. The drone's got it. Billy, good to see you standing up. It's great to have you here. So just looking down the hill a little bit. Carlotti was in the lead. I'll keep an eye on the scoreboard. The scoreboard's not really a scoreboard. It's more like live timings that Chris McBride down in the finish area on his own all week. I think he likes it down there. Doesn't have to talk to too many people. Gives the riders a shout as they go past. He's working on the scoring system and the timing and doing a wonderful job as well. So thank you, Chris. And as soon as it updates, I'll just confirm it. But it was looking like Carlotti And Fless going through to the next round there with Billy Aston going out of the race. Yep, confirmed. We've got Carlotti and Fless into what will be quarterfinal number 4. We've got one more heat to go. Just the two men in it, Adrian Paynell and Micaiah Harness. So we're going to take a very quick, hopefully very quick commercial break. As you've just seen, we've got to fix those bails for the next athletes to come and ensure the protection is in place. So we'll run another commercial for you and be back as soon as we can. Stay with us, folks. Great to have your company. Hope you're enjoying it. You're enjoying it as much as I am. All right, welcome back, everyone. It's just a little delay here. There's some exposed guardrails, so we sent our race director, Will Stevenson, down just to oversee the rebuild of the protection further down the course. So just on a little bit of a delay there. Of course, we want to ensure the protection on the course is as we need it to be. Gemma has got another interview for us. I don't know who she's got, so it's going to be a surprise for me and for everyone watching around the world. Over to you, Gemma.
All right, I'm out here catching up with Hussein, who's trying to run away while I'm still talking to you. Hussein, let me know how this went for you so far this morning. Give me an update.
So far, it's been really fun. We had one practice run. It wasn't the best one. My homie Olav crashed out after into corner 8 and had a really big injury. Thankfully, he's good now. So it wasn't a confidence-inspiring run. Then we had the first heat in the first round. Kicked out in first with my homies Dexter and Jose, and into corner 2. I go out to take my line, go to the outside, and on the entry there's a hay bale sticking out. So I hit the hay bale with my shoulder, managed to get unsettled. It was just like sticking randomly out into the road, and just surprised me, got unsettled, lost my balance, crashed out, and run back to my board. And I look down the hill and everyone is like already skating down. And managed to catch up and pass Jose because he also crashed after me. And so I managed to pass him further down the hill, and it was fine. We had fun. It was safe.
Amazing comeback, amazing recovery. Talk to me about your injury. You've been facing injuries while you've been here this week.
My non-skate related injury is a little bit better. For the first time, I'm not on painkillers, and it still hurts. I don't have the maximum kick power. I don't feel like I'm in 100% perfect condition or shape, but still I do my best, and in the end it's just in the head.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. How do you prepare yourself mentally and physically for this sport and this kind of race?
I try to not to overthink, because overthinking is the enemy of execution. So every time I overthink, I just end up crashing, just end up making too many plans for situations that maybe never happen. And it's just better to have an empty head than just like stay focused and stay frosty.
Good to hear it. Not to overthink. That's the secret to everything. Awesome. Thank you so much. Good luck for the next round.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hussein. And if you want to find out more about that non-skate related injury, well, you've got to go chat to Hussein, because it's quite an interesting story. But glad he's getting a little bit better. Not 100% as he said, but he's racing and he's into the quarterfinals as well. So just on a little bit of a hold here, folks. We really appreciate your patience. I can actually see a cat crossing the road as well. There's a few cats that live around here, and one of the British athletes, Ian Myrtle, has actually gone to the supermarket. He's bought some cat treats to feed the local cats, which I think is very nice, and I want to give him a shout out as well. Well, there was a big crash in the last heat number 7. Thankfully, all the riders are okay. Let's get a look again. It's coming into turn 6. There's Carlotti in the lead, Fless in second, and Aston coming into it, just losing that board. Tries to get back on his feet, and that's probably painful, landing on his knees there. Well, that's one of the issues. Then he did crash again further down, and I think it's the crash further down that is actually the one that has moved a few bales around. So Will Stevenson has gone down just to make sure. We do have teams down on the hill that can put the boards, the bales back in place. And just seeing which crash this was for a second. I'll have a look back. Is that Aston again? I think it was. Well, that's coming into turn 4. That was the crash in the heat with Lisa Peters. So that was Borges de Araujo from Portugal crashing, and then Lisa Peters was able to come through into second place. So there are, as I was saying, are teams out on the hill that can put the bales back so that Will doesn't have to go. But when they get moved quite a lot, we just want to make sure that everything is as we would like it, which I'm sure you can appreciate. So thanks for everyone's patience. Gemma's running around frantically trying to grab some people. And she has grabbed Olav from Norway. Unfortunately, Olav going out in the first round.
Up here with Olav, you've had a bit of a rough day. I think we saw a bit of a crash from you earlier. Give me a rundown. Let us know what happened.
Well, we had one warm-up, so I decided to put on some brand new wheels and go really, really hard.
That was a brave decision for today.
Yeah, I think I've never went so hard into that turn, and switching directions to the right turn, the board just disappeared, wobbled out, and I went really, really fast into the bales, and I was thinking while I was sliding, this is going to be the worst crash of my life, and it really hurt, I'm going to be honest, but surprisingly I feel pretty good. You know, my ribs hurt a bit and my wrist, and you know, I got a little pizza here, but
you're all in one piece.
All in one piece. So I was definitely shook for the first heat. First heat didn't go so well, but I'm just happy to not be injured so I can come home.
Absolutely. What do you think about this track here in Turkey in this location?
I love this place so much. The track is maybe the best track in the world, I think. It's super challenging, super fast. I like fast straights where you can just go full talk and just feel like the wind and the sound of it.
Tell us a little bit where you're home. When you're home, where do you train? Where do you manage to train for this kind of sport?
So this last few years, especially this last year since I've become a dad.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I don't really get that much time to train actually, but when I do, you know, we go out with the Norwegian boys and sometimes the Swedish boys and go for trips on the mountain, like stay out for a weekend or a week and just get in a lot of laps and enjoy the nature. You should come to Norway. It's really amazing for skating in the summer, but the season is short. But in the summer, it's honestly my favorite place to be and to skate. So.
Sounds really fun. Maybe one day we can have an event there if we're lucky. You never know. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you recover, get better soon, and enjoy the rest of your time here. Thanks a lot.
Olav, we would all love to come to Norway. We're not far away from racing again, but we'll take another little break, and then we'll be back with the action. Heat to go in the open skate. The course has been fixed. It's all in good shape again. And we can see Adrian Painel and Micaiah Harness from the USA just getting ready. Just the two of them, but we need to send them so that everyone's had the same amount of runs in the legs. Just with the numbers, that's why it's worked out with buys. There's a couple of injuries, people unable to start, etc., etc. That's the way it goes. Hopefully we can keep building the numbers in this amazing sport, and particularly this amazing venue as well. So this is heat number 8 of the open stand-up round of 32. After this one is done, I believe the losers have changed their wheels and are ready to get going pretty quickly after this one, barring any issues. Let's hope they get through the course safely, and then we'll get back on with the luge, and Abdul's going to be joining me again for that one. So Adrian Penel in the red with the red leg sleeves, and Micaiah Harness from the USA in the green. These two, they're going to race it, but it's not going to be full gas, is it? They just want to get through this heat and then into the quarterfinals where Carlotti and Fles are waiting. Well, Adrian Painel, 23-year-old, representing France, lives out of San Diego, California, beautiful part of the world. Started racing in 2018, second in qualifying yesterday. It was a really, really impressive run from Painel. Good to see him racing here. Sponsored by Seismic Skate Tech, Madrid Skateboards, and Becker Foot Brake Soles. And he is one that could go all the way today in this race. Micaiah Harness out of Colorado these days, originally from Wisconsin in the US. He was 4th in the QS race. It's his first WDSC event as well. Micaiah is a bartender when he's not skating. And folks, remember, always tip your bartenders. There's Paynell with the advantage at the moment. Mackay qualified in 10th place. So we're going to lose these two in a second. We're just having a little bit of a drone issue, but let's hope they stay on their feet. We're going to go back to the start and get ready for the Consi final for the Luge in a moment or two. I'll just, obviously, you don't really need me to confirm the result. I'll just confirm it, though, so that you know they've got to the bottom. We know that these two are going through. And that sound that you may hear is the sound of Abdel Madzan getting his headphones on. He's back in the commentary box to talk us through the Luge Consi final and final. Abdel, you enjoyed watching some of the racing?
Yeah, I know. The semifinals had some really close racing. So I'm glad to see that on the screen live, and yeah, it's a good experience. You know, it's always the first time for everything.
Oh, we've got the drone back. Let's just have a little look. You want to commentate some open stand-up?
Yep, Adrian Paynell, also known as Frenchie. I guess he's in the lead. Seismic team rider. He's my teammate, I guess. Yeah, he's out looking comfortable, looking fast, and yeah, he just needs to take this as a chill run, a warm-up run. Yep, and he's just approaching the finish line and just taking it easy.
So across the line, Paynell's through, and we'll hopefully get sight of harness in a second or two. But I'll refresh the scoreboard, the spreadsheet, and confirm it. So you had a chat with any of the losers?
Yeah, I did.
Runs?
Yeah,
it
was.
What did you gather for us?
Well, yeah, they were really, excited, and they had some close battles. I expect to see a close battle in the Consi too, because everyone's just so close to each other in qualifying times. So here in the, I guess you want to take the lead here.
Well, I'll talk you through who's in it. We got 3 Brits and a man from Poland, Andy Spates. Where's the red? Arkadiusz Kowalski in green, Phil Spencer in blue, and Ian Martland, or Martland Ian as he's listed there, but we generally put the Ian first. He has the yellow. So 3 Brits. It could be very close between Spate and Kowalski.
Yep, but never discount some of the new guys.
No,
like
never.
I was talking to Phil Spencer, like this race is his first race, and I'm really stoked for him to show up here. He did a lot of training where he told me he started off at 92 kilos and he lost weight, and now he's down to 78 kilos, and he did that in 3 months. So I'm really stoked to see him out here.
Both Phil and Ian, they've been getting faster and faster, and they're kind of focusing on their own performance, not worrying too much about the race, but I'm knocked 3 seconds off, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Just been getting quicker and quicker every day, which has been great to see.
Yeah, it's all about, beating your own personal best. And, even though it's a small field, it's pretty competitive. I'm really stoked to see that. And, it's just that it's good to see this going at every event. Event after event, everyone's just pushing themselves to go faster, improve, and but at the end of the day, to have a good time.
We want to keep getting more people, not just into stand-up, but into Luge as well. And I know in not too long, a few weeks from now, there's an event in Malaysia coming up.
That event, it will be the Malaysia National Downhill Skate Championships. It'll be on the 21st to 23rd of June, so that's just 2 weeks after I come back home. So really excited to see what comes of that. We are expecting some internationals to show up for the Open. We're looking at people coming from Philippines and Thailand to assist us on this, because it's going to be our first national downhill event.
It's fantastic to hear that that's happening. Well, our men are lined up for the Consi final. Andrew Spate has chosen the far left-hand lane. What lane did you like on this course at the start, Abdul?
Well, on any given track, if you have the inside, you have an advantage, especially when you can outpush the others. Otherwise, if you have a good push, but you're on the outer side, you have that much more work to do to try and pass people. So, it's kind of expected and natural for, Andy Spate, who has the red sleeve, thigh sleeve, to pick the inner lane. I would do the same.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. There's just a little bit of coursework going on, then we'll be back with the Consi final for the Luge. Just doing a quick battery change on one of the drones there, and we'll get the Consi final underway as soon as we can bring you the pictures from the full course. That's the view looking up at the start. Myself and Abdul are sitting up on the left-hand side as you look at it. You can see the cloud cover. It's been rolling in. There's some nasty looking clouds around, but it's sort of pretty calm. It's nice to not be in the direct sunlight, although I'm covered in factor 50. Always wear sun cream, folks, wherever you're from in the world. Skin cancer can take no prisoners, so always put your sun cream on. And wear a hat as well. I'm not wearing a hat because we're under a tent.
The weather's actually pretty nice now.
Yeah.
It's cloudy, it's cool, and I don't know, it always seems that race day is always a cooler day.
Yeah, it's just that when you've got the leathers on and everything, you don't want it to be like 34 degrees like it was the other day. It's a little bit cooler right now, around about 23, which is actually my ideal temperature. 23, cloud cover, perfect. Still wear the factor 50 though.
Yeah, the first 3 days we were cooking in our leathers and just sweating in the gondola. But yeah, that's the kind of weather that I'm usually used to back home. Yeah,
absolutely. And you mentioned the gondola there. Having the gondola to get back up, it must be so much easier than hanging off the back of a truck like at some other races.
Yeah, it's probably the most comfortable and safest way to get up the hill in the most efficient times possible because you don't have to wait for everyone. You get down the hill and get into the gondola. Probably the only thing uncomfortable about it is that it's hot inside. There's hot. Like only one set of windows on the doors, and there's no windows on the other side that you can open. So not much air goes in the gondola.
I'm used to being in the winter where it gets really steamy. It's actually you're glad to get in the gondola because you get warmed up, but then everyone just sort of evaporates in the.
Yeah, I guess it's different in the winter where you want to stay warm, so that's what the gondola is for. Keeps the heat in.
Absolutely, and we're here at the Erzincan ski resort. In the winter, there's some great terrain around. Lifts go up to nearly 3,000 meters. The start of the track here for us is just over 1,700 meters, 1,750. So not a lot of altitude. I think it was when we were in Cappadocia back in 2022, we were racing up to well over 2,000 meters, weren't we? It was could feel the altitude a little bit there. Here, it's not so much of a problem, unless you're really out of shape, in which case you might feel it.
Yeah, I can't really tell what the elevation here is like, but looking at the surrounding mountains here, it's really beautiful.
Yeah,
I would imagine I wouldn't be surprised if we were at similar altitude as Cappadocia.
Yeah, we were on a volcano there, weren't we? So it was like the highest point around, but here we're surrounded by these beautiful peaks that go up over 3,000 meters. That is why they get so much snow in this part of the world. I've actually done some skiing myself in Turkey, not too far away from here, but I'm not going to name it because we want to focus on Erzincan. But there's a lot of skiing and snowboarding in Turkey, and they do get some really cold, dry powder snow in this part of the world, depending on what way the wind blows. Still just getting everything in place and ready to go. Shout out to Renato Panuti there on the inline skates, who you'll see his footage on social media and in the highlights show as well. How he keeps up, how he does an amazing job, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. It's amazing what he can do.
So here we go, Consi final in the luge. Andy Spate in red, Arkadiusz Kowalski in green, Phil Spencer in blue, Ian Martland in yellow. Strong start from Phil Spencer in the green suit.
Yeah, I would say Andy Spate took the whole shot here. Yeah. He's in the lead. As I said, it's due to the inside lane. So good choice there. And we have Phil Spencer, who is trying to get in right behind Aki. And Aki's also drafting Andy Spate really close, coming out of turn 2 and turn 3, actually. Now they're setting up for turn 4.
Is Phil Spencer going to go for the pass into turn 4? He's not quite close enough, but I like to think him.
Yep, Aki hooks the inside apex and trying to get into Andy Spate's draft here. But Phil Spencer is not far behind. He's also reeling them in.
This is a super impressive run from Phil Spencer from the UK. Coming through at turn 5 here, and then it's all about turn 6.
Yep, Aki just, he's losing a little bit grip because he's coming out wide, but he's coming in real close to Andy Spate. Andy hugging the inside line. Okay, and they're setting up to break for turn 6, the hardest turn of the track. And Aki dives on the inside, all right, and he's right there behind Andy.
Well, the top 3 are super close, and Kowalski is sitting right in the draft of Spate, and Spencer trying to keep in touch with the two leaders. And if there's any sort of problems, Phil Spencer is going to be ready to pounce here. It's a really impressive young run from the relatively inexperienced Brit.
Yeah, and I can see what's happening here. You know, when you're the guy in third and you have two guys in front of you, they're punching a much bigger hole in the air. So it's easier to get to draft two guys than it is to draft one guy. And here we are approaching the turn 9. This is the fastest part of the track, doing more than 110 kilometers per hour, braking hard and going into the left.
Well, Spate still has it. Kowalski in second, and there's just a little bit of daylight there between first and second. Spencer's losing a little bit of ground, but he's going to be really happy with how this run has gone so far through turn 10. It's the last chance, Saloon. You got to stay close. Maybe there's an opportunity to draft. Spate running it really close to the bales. Nice line from Andy Spate, but now it's all about the draft. Is there a chance here for Kowalski to make the pass?
Yeah, if he's this close, I would say there is still a chance. He's still got maybe 50 meters left to the finish, and he's this is really
it's
close.
Going to go right down to the line. Can Andy Spate hold off? We can't quite see. I think he just managed.
Yeah,
I think he just got it. But what a race there between Spate and Kowalski. Spencer coming through in third, and Ian Martland coming through in fourth place. But we think Spate got it and finishes in fifth place. He does. It's confirmed. Kowalski in second, Spencer third, Martland fourth. What a race. Just the final for the Luge still to come.
That was a good fight from Aki. So
we got Mr. Valdez is with Gemma. Over to you, Gemma.
Okay, that was fast. Hi, Jose. We're catching up with you. How are you doing? Let us know how the race here went for you today. Give us a little rundown.
Okay, for me, it didn't went well. I was following Jose's line, and he went outside inside. I usually do a pre-carve. I didn't do the pre-carve. I didn't catch the grip at the left turn, first left turn. So, well, went bad for me. Tried to get my board. Hussein got it at the same time. We started to push. He came faster. He get to the corner 4 first than I. And well, the rest is history. Yeah.
That's a pretty tough race. I know that you guys had a pretty intense finish right there. You've come all the way from Panama here for this event. What do you think? What are your first impressions of Turkey and of the track that we're using here?
Crazy run. It's a super fast hill with intense turns. I was wishing to do a little bit better, but well, it's what it is. Lots of practice I have to put on, lots of work still to make, but we got our head high and looking forward for the rest of the Europe races.
Yeah. How do you prepare yourself mentally for something as challenging as this?
Well, in Panama we have some fast tracks. We got a track we can get around 120 kilometers per hour. So I train a lot there. So I feel a little bit comfortable here. I still need to do some gym work. I still need to do some more turns work, but I'm getting there. I think I'm getting there, yeah.
Super, Jose. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming all the way from Panama to join us here in Turkey. It's been great to have you, and we'll let you enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you so much.
Great to hear from Jose. Wonderful to have you here and representing beautiful nation of Panama. We've got one luge race to go. It all comes down to this one. I know the man to my right would love to be in it, but we're going to get his unique insight into this race. It's pretty wide open, isn't it?
Oh yeah, these four. I mean, I could see each pairing of the top two from the semis. They had close battles. It's interesting to see Andre Ilish with the red legging. He has first lane choice, but he picked not the inside lane. So he has a different strategy here, maybe.
Yeah, maybe he's so confident in his start that he's going to just make that move in front of who was sitting on his left, David Fregat. We've got Ulrich Becker in there in blue and Colby Parks in yellow. We're underway with the Luge final, and it is a good start from Colby Parks there. Illich getting down low early.
Oh yeah, you're right about Andre having a good start from lane 2. So, yeah, I guess he knew what needed to be done. But Colby Parks in second place, so he probably outpushed David. I don't know what happened to David. He probably lagged a bit on the start.
Really nice start from Colby out on the right-hand side to get up into second place. Now he's got Ilic in his sights into turn number 4.
Oh, they're diving in deep, but looks like, okay, so looks like David Frege, he was the one closest to the apex and has good exit speed, and he's drafting Colby, who's drafting Andres. This looks to be really close. And if
David's going on the inside here into turn number 5. Beautiful pass from the David Frege. Colby Parks pushed down to third place. What a race we've got building here.
Yeah, David moved from third place to second place, and now he's just focusing on one rider at a time. Let's see what he can do.
So Colby Parks going on the inside. He's carrying a lot of speed into turn 6. There's some contact there. Has everyone stayed on their feet? Who is that that's in? It's Ulrich Becker in the crash pads in turn 6, but it was all going on there.
A little bit of contact. Is really tight going to the corner, but let's see what the positions look like.
Well, Ulrich's back on the luge. He is okay, and is that Ilic that's just built a bit of a lead there? I think he's extended it.
Yeah, looks like Colby, I think, was in the lead initially coming out of the turn, but because he was on the inside.
Huge crash there. David Frege into the bales. He gets back on his feet quickly. Now there's an opportunity for Becker if he's still moving to grab a spot on the podium.
Wow, this is totally unexpected. Like, the crash on that part of the track, like that's on the inside, I would say. Coming out of the crack corner, that's on the left side, and usually the speed carries us out towards the exit on the right side. Andre having a comfortable lead going into the last turn of the track, and as long as he doesn't make a mistake, he's gonna get this one.
Well, it's not Andre.
No,
it's Colby.
It's Colby Parks.
That did work. That in lane 6. So Colby Parks has it. Apologies, folks. He did make that turn stick through turn number 11. Colby Parks has got the finish line in his sights. He comes through. He takes the win in Erzincan in round number 1. What
Apologies
a run from
for that,
Colby Parks.
because Colby and Andre have similar looking color leather. So
it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Wow. Guys, if we got a replay there, please, because a lot happened there. So it does come down to that turn number 6, that move that Colby Parks made.
Yeah.
He made it stick. Andre Ilic coming through in second place. Ulrich Becker does grab third. David Frege from France, 4th. What a race. Going to have to watch that one back.
Yeah, once we get to see the POV footage. But I honestly thought, Colby would probably... took the turn 6 slower because he's on the inside, and then he dropped the third, but somehow he made up for it. He passed Andre somewhere.
Let's see it again. Colby Parks carries so much speed in here. Frege makes contact with Colby Parks.
And then making contact with Andre.
Andre that then gets pushed down. Then we were focusing on Ulrich Becker. So, that move from Colby, so impressive, so gutsy to go for it. Let's have a look here. This is where David Frege goes down.
Yeah, if you look at this video footage here, Colby is third. I'm pretty sure that's Colby who was behind David. So he passed Andre coming out of the fast left, the left that I crashed on. So he probably made up for it there.
Well, what a race. So many talking points at the end of the day. Congratulations to Colby Parks from Canada. Taking the victory, the 2018 World Champion, 11-time Canadian Street Luge Champion, and he gets the win here in Erzincan. He's going to be absolutely pumped about that.
Yeah, he's got to be. He had a very tough battle, against a really fast field out here. So, yeah, with a lot of unpredictable things that happen. It's racing. It's all these things are totally unexpected, but, it's really exciting to watch.
So much fun on this course, and there might be just a little bit of a delay before we move on with the open stand-up round of 16, the quarterfinals. Abdil, it's been great to have you here. Any final words just from your perspective on what we've just seen in a dramatic final, but just the general vibe and the setup here?
I think, racing is completely different. The people, had different strategies, and it's just, how it works out, taking different lines, attacking differently. That it's really a tough call to make, when the racing is this close. I'm just so bummed that I couldn't be racing, but you know, I'm really happy to be doing the commentary and seeing the action live and to sit with you, Ian.
Well, Abdul, it's been great to have your company for this one. I'm sure the people at home have enjoyed your insight as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I hope we don't get to do it again because I want to be commentating on you racing. But best of luck. Hopefully you can get rid of these injuries as quick as possible and get back on the board. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, a little bit of an update. We're actually going to take the Red Bull Arch down just because if these once we're into the 4-on-4 racing, the riders are really pushing it, and it's taken up just a little bit of space on the road. So that's going to get taken out of the way just to give the riders some space. So we'll take a very quick commercial break, and then we will be back with more racing as soon as we can. Welcome back, folks. The Red Bull Arch has been moved out of the way, and we're going to get back with the racing very soon. Before we do that, though, over to Gemma, who has got Antoine Carlotti with her.
All right, we're back here on track, catching up with Carlotti by popular demand. Everyone in the YouTube comments was asking for a little chat with you.
Nice.
Let us know what's going on.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for asking me. I'm very happy you saw my ad. We made that for 88 Wilco, and it's great. I'm happy it's passing there, and we're starting to feel some rain, so it's gonna get way more fun.
Talk to me about that. Tell me exactly what are the differences. What can we expect if actually it does start raining right now?
Yeah, so basically, if it starts raining, no one's prepared. It didn't really rain for the past few days. A little bit yesterday, so I think I was the only one, or we were two, to take the run. But so the worst condition is when it's not completely wet, you know. Half wet is the worst, because when it's wet, you know what to expect. It's gonna be slidey. It's like skating a new course, a new track, you know. You have new braking points, some corners where you didn't have to brake, now you have to brake. So you can adapt. But when it's half wet, half dry.
And patchy, right? All the way down.
The patchy, that's super scary, because at some point you're gonna slide on the wet and then hit the dry patch, and it's gonna like bring you up, and then wet, and sometimes the front wheels hit a wet, but not the back wheels, you know. So
this is complicated because we already have a very technically difficult course, and adding that to it is going to make it quite a challenge for most people.
Yeah, it is scary. I think they will shorten the track if it's wet. I, to be honest, would love to race on the wet. I've always
the full way.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because I'm Parisian, you know, from Paris. It rains a lot. I think, you know, the racing season is like from May to October, something like this. But the skating season is all year long for us, you know. And I've always loved skating during winter, every time I'm skating, you know.
So this might be to your advantage if the raindrops start falling.
I have no idea, but it will be fun. That being said, I still also want to skate on the dry, because it gives you way more strategy and it's way more technical. On the wet, on the patchy, it will be surviving. That's for sure. Yeah. And on the wet, it will be technical in a different way, but it will definitely change the order. Because
it's going to be exciting. What do you feel about your performance here in Erzincan so far? And who are your biggest competitors, your biggest rivals?
I feel great compared to last year. I'm definitely not as fast as like the top 5 or top 5, 6. But I know it's always different in the race than in quali, you know. I've always been pretty like slower in qualification. I think it's just because I like skating with people, you know, and having people in front, it just pushes you more, you know. So I love that feeling, and I also play Formula 1 games, and I like overtaking, you know.
That sounds perfect. Well, we're going to get back. The racing is about to start again. Thank you so much. Good luck, and let's see what happens now with the rain.
Thank you so much, and thank you for asking me again.
By popular demand, Mr. Antoine Carlotti, and he's up in quarterfinal number 4. I'm just looking around the tent. It did feel just a tiny bit of rain a minute or two ago. I think it's already blown past, but as Antoine said, if it gets patchy, like it did yesterday afternoon, just briefly, and only a few riders took to the course, it gets very tricky. We're ready to go with heat number 1, quarterfinal number 1. Diego Poncelet in the red slit leg sleeves, Stefano Barbizzi in green, Oscar Gutierrez from Mexico in blue, Oscar Klevo from Sweden in yellow. So there's your start lineup. I've just got a wasp attacking me, so if I start screaming, that's why. We're ready to go. Quarterfinal time here in Erzincan, Turkey. Watch the start. Who's got the best of the starts? We know Barbizzi can get away well, and he's done that on the left-hand side. Not the strongest of starts from Poncelet, but we know what he's capable of on this course. But it's Barbizzi who has it right now. He is in the lead coming into turn number 1. Poncelet in second place. Gutierrez, who won the QS race, in third, and Oscar Clavo in fourth place. Top 2, of course, into the semi-finals. Third and fourth are out, with the added drama that you may end up in the commentary box next to me as well if you go out at this stage. Clavo just hanging on, avoiding those bails, but the top 3 are super close, and Poncelet makes his move to the left-hand side of Barbizzi, and here comes Gutierrez as well. From first to third goes Barbizzi. Now he's got some work to do, the Italian. So experienced, but there's a lot of time left on this course, and Gutierrez is taking it to Poncelet. He's in the lead at the moment, coming into turn 6. Absolute key moment of this race. Gutierrez, Poncelet, Barbizzi. Oh, and Gutierrez goes down. He's going into the bails here. Oh, huge shame. He was in a great position. Barbizzi's now back in second place, with Clavo closing some of that gap up into third place through turn 7. Oh, a huge shame for Gutierrez there. But turn number 6 is brutal. It is tough. No, Poncelet has it. Barbizzi still in second place. Clavo in third. Can Clavo try and close the gap down? He had a good race here in race 1 last year, made it into the semi-finals, did the young Swede, finishing in 7th place. But he's up against 2 of the best to do this sport in Poncelet and Barbizzi. And this is where Diego Poncelet is so fast on this bottom section of the course. He is really pinching the lines, technically so strong, as you've all seen. And the man from Spain standing tall, doing a little bit of air braking there into turn number 10. Just managing himself, using every inch of road. Looks behind him, he can see Barbizzi. And now it is head down towards the line. So Poncelet was in a bit of a battle, as was Barbizzi, but that crash from Gutierrez taking him out of contention. So Poncelet through to the semi-finals, along with Stefano Barbizzi from Italy. Gutierrez was running for his board, and I think he is going to cross the line in 4th place. But drama in heat number 1. It goes the way of the favourite for many, Diego Poncelet. Back in the start, getting ready for heat. Let's have a look back at this crash, and just losing balance. Maybe just tried to move it in a little bit too quick there, Gutierrez. But boy, is he a rider to watch out for in future races. He's really shown his pace on this course over the weekend and all week long, because he won the QS race, the qualifying series race as well. It's been great to have him here representing Mexico. 19 nations represented. There may just be some work getting done down at turn 6, but the crash pads are there just to avoid having to do lots of work like we were having to do last year. So, but I think Gutierrez was in the bails, not the crash pads there. But hopefully all is okay. We're getting lined up for heat number 2, quarterfinal number 2. Poncelet and Barbizzi already into the semi-finals. 2 riders from this heat are going to join them. Qualified in 4th place, Owen Fox. He wears the red bib. Dexter Manning is in green. Bouclier from France in blue. Hussein Al Nasrallah from Norway in yellow. Bouclier finished 5th and 6th here last year, on his way to 5th place in the championship standings. Dexter Manning 2nd in the QS race, 5th in qualification. Not far behind Owen Fox either. Qualifying yesterday, Fox 2:23.73, Dexter Manning 2:25.79. But Dexter was pretty happy with his run and with his overall performance this week here in Erzincan. Got to give a shout out to Brinx TV as well. If you're interested in betting in any of the racing, I believe you can do that on Brinx TV. So here we go, quarterfinal number 2. Fox in red, Manning in green. Manning on the inside. Bouclier in blue and Al Nasrallah in yellow. Nice start from Al Nasrallah in the yellow from the outside into first, coming into turn at number 1. So the man in yellow has the lead at the moment, and he's dragged Bouclier with them as well. Manning sitting in third, Fox in fourth. Little wobble, but Manning's now right on the back of Bouclier, the top 3. Very, very close, and Manning's going to go from third to first. Great move from the Canadian. He's on the inside, having to scrub some speed. Oh, just avoids contact with Al Nasrallah. Oh, and Manning clips the bail. He's down and out. Oh, huge shame, but he's going to hopefully get back on his board quickly. You never know what can happen on this course, but Manning briefly grabbed the lead and then out through turn number 5. Need to get close. Fox still sitting in third place. You need to move up or I'm grabbing you for a commentary box stint, Owen. But it's Bouclier, followed by Al Nasrallah. Al Nasrallah 10th in race 1 last year. Bouclier 5th through turn number 6. Al Nasrallah sitting in second place right now. There's Owen Fox with the red leg sleeves on. He's got to start to make his move now. It has got to be all-out attack from Owen Fox. The gaps are pretty big, but it is still possible to make up some time. Bouclier in the lead at the moment. Just 17 years old, French junior champion in 2023. And now Owen Fox is closing in on Al Nasrallah. There's a spot in the semi-finals up for grabs, and Owen Fox has made the pass. He's up into second place. Not a lot of racetrack left here. Just got to avoid any problems. It's been a really strong run from the young Frenchman. And Owen Fox biding his time. He's avoided the commentary box stint. If he can just get through turn at number 10. And Fox maybe wants top spot in this one. And now Fox is going to sit in the draft. He makes his move early on the right of Bouclier. And Fox coming through into top spot. The man out of Santa Barbara, California. Won Soldiers of Downhill last season through turn number 11. And Owen Fox comes through. He takes it into the semi-finals along with Bouclier from France. Al Nasrallah finishing in third place. And a disappointment for Dexter Manning, who ends up in fourth place in that race. Well, lots happening early on. And we're going to get, in these quarterfinals, we're going to get a look back at that move involving, well, at least I hope that's the one we're going to see. I'm sure it will be. Well, Dexter Manning here just runs it wide, doesn't he? Just clips that bail. And Owen Fox with a great move to avoid him. Well, that could have taken Fox down as well. Big disappointment for Manning. Hopefully he's okay. Join me in the commentary box. I'm saying that so maybe someone can try and grab someone, because I know you want guys at home, wherever you're watching around the world. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it, and thank you for your patience. I know we had a lot of problems yesterday. The weather had caused problems overnight, equipment issues. So really appreciate your patience. Hope you're enjoying the coverage from Erzincan here. It's great to be able to bring you these pictures. The rain has held off. We want to keep motoring through these heats. We're on to quarterfinal number 3. The luge all done and dusted, and I can actually see in front of me some of the riders just being brought up by pickup truck as well, just to speed things up and keep this race moving. So quarterfinal number 3, and the open stand-up, Gregor Schwab from Switzerland, choosing that middle left lane, as I would call it, from my old ski cross days. To his left in blue is Adam Westphal. Didn't he do an amazing job in the commentary box? Great to work with Adam yesterday. Fabio Minig in green, and Lisa Peters from the Netherlands in yellow. Watch the start of Minig. He's a powerful athlete. So is Adam Westphal. And Gregor Schwab, though, no stranger to getting away quickly. And 1, 2, 3, very little to separate them on the push. Lisa Peters drops in fourth place, but it's Adam Westphal on the inside. Gregor Schwab in second place. Fabio Minning sitting in third, and Schwab gets it very close to Westphal through turn number 3. Anyone's race. I think I can hear some more rain starting to fall, unfortunately, but we're just going to keep on moving into turn number 4. Lisa Peters is in touch as well. That is where Dexter Manning went down. Yeah, there's rain hitting the tent. I'm just going to make sure various electrics are under cover, so just keep one eye on the race for a second. But this is a super tight one through turn number 5, as is often the case here in Erzincan. Turn number 6 can be the difference maker. Fabio Minning in third place, Westphal in second. It's Schwab in the lead coming in. Bit of air braking going on from Schwab. Fabio Minning drifting. Is he going to drift into the crash pads? He does. Oh, big shame for the Swiss rider, but he gets back on his feet quickly. Lisa Peters not too far behind either. But now we've got 2 men out in front with a bit of a gap. Gregor Schwab and Adam Westphal. As the rain starts to fall, if we can keep the drones in the air, we're going to keep on moving. We're at the quarterfinal stage. We've got 1 quarterfinal to go. We'll hand over to the race director to see, if we can hopefully get through the last quarterfinal. And then maybe, we might try and wait it out, see if it blows past just a little bit, because we want to get all the way through. It is going to take a little bit of time, though, isn't it? So Gregor Schwab in the lead. Sponsored by Scooper Energy, Peak Punk 88 wheels, and Biwi. Schwab wasn't 100% fit when we were here last year. Finished 6th and 5th. But he's going to be into the semi-finals again through this last of the real key turns, using every inch of the road. And the 21-year-old just looking behind him. He's got this one in the bag. Well, you might better even pick up the sound of the rain on the mics as well. But Schwab looks behind him. He comes through, takes quarterfinal 3s into the semi-finals. First man through to semi-final number 2. Fabio Minning should be, Adam Westphal, I should say, comes through in second place. Minning does finish in third. Peters in 4th place. So disappointment for Fabio Minning out at the quarterfinal stage. But it's Schwab and Westphal who go through into the semi-finals. We've got 1 quarterfinal to go. The track, I'm looking at the road. It's the new tarmac. Some of it's been resurfaced. It is a little bit wet, but it's not many of the riders have ridden in the rain. Of course, this is a track that's over 3 kilometers in length. We don't know if it's raining at the bottom or how far down the course it is raining. It could be a localized shower just to us in the start, but a few people are taking cover. We were expecting rain to come in, but maybe not for another hour or so. So yeah, it was 1 p.m. local time. You can see it's just 12:30, just gone 12:30 local time here. So we weren't expecting the rain for another 30 minutes or so. And the forecasts have been reasonably accurate, but the wind is gone. That is one of the things. If it was still windy, I'd be hopeful that it would blow by. But we'll just have to wait and see. My position has actually moved because I wanted to get some shade. So I'm just going to pop my head out, and I can't quite see, but I've got really long mic cable. So I'm going to go for a little walk and just get an idea of what's happening at the start. Yeah, there's no riders in the start at the moment, so we are just on a little bit of a delay. So what's happening at the moment, folks? Because it is raining, we're just giving the riders a little bit of time, of course, to get some different wheels on. We want to get some rain wheels on. So that's why we've got a little bit of a delay at the moment. So whilst we're on a little hold, I'll give you a chance to make a fresh pot of coffee, cup of tea. I'd love a cup of tea, actually, if anyone's listening. A sandwich, box of chocolates. We'll run a commercial break, and we'll be back with you in a moment or two. Hey, folks, welcome back. The rain did start to come down really, really hard, actually, over the last 5-10 minutes. So we're just going to go on a little weather break until it blows over. I'm actually pleased to say it has got a little bit lighter. So a really heavy storm came in, heavy shower came in after quarterfinal number 3. We've got one quarterfinal to go, so we're just going to go on a little bit of a weather hold, and we'll be back with you as soon as we can. We want to be able to get the drones in the air, so we'll try and make sure our social media team give a shout when we're ready to go live again. But we'll be back with you as soon as we can once this shower blows past. Thanks for your patience, folks, and hopefully we'll see you again very soon for some more racing. Who is going to grab second spot in this race? That is the key thing that we're looking at. Top 2 into the final. Barbizzi in third. A little bit of a speed wobble there. We've had a huge crash involving Owen Fox. Oh, and Barbizzi's down and into the bales. Huge moment. He is back on his feet quickly. The board is off. Oh, and he's sitting down. That looks like a nasty one. Let's hope he's okay. But Barbizzi out, Owen Fox out. So Poncelet and Bouclier will take their place in the finals unless there's been some more drama further down the hill. Just trying to see who that is, if the drone can get close enough. Well, all sorts happening out on the course. Is that Poncelet in red? Yes, it is. Well, we'll need to get the replays working here. Because, is that Owen Fox on his back? Did Fox get moving again? No, it's Poncelet in red, isn't it? So, yes, that is Diego Poncelet. I do apologise, folks. It's quite hard to spot from the drone sometimes. But, well, all sorts of drama in semi-final number 1. It is Bouclier in the lead through turn at number 11. He is going to take it with Diego Poncelet in second. But there's a lot to unpick from that one. Bouclier's into the final after a stunning performance last season on this track with 5th and 6th place. He has a chance of a podium here. Diego Poncelet, the defending world champion, is through as well. But it looked like he was in the bales at one point. I'll have to have a look back and see what happened if we can get the replay. But man, it's pretty wild up here at the moment. The jackets are on, the wind is blowing, the cloud cover is everywhere. You can see the flags on screen right now. Let's hope Owen Fox and Stefano Barbizzi are okay. Both of them going down individually. No other riders involved in those crashes. So we'll hopefully get word that they are okay. Barbizzi did bounce straight back to his feet and then took a seat on the bales, so there'll be a little bit of work just to make sure the bales are where they need to be. Lots going on here in Erzincan. Another semi-final to come. They are lined up. They're in position, but we just need to ensure that we do have a green course for those riders. Of course, Consi finals are still scheduled. I'm a bit worried about that my tent might blow away as well, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that as things go. Oh, am I going to have a friend? Come pick up a mic, and then we can have a chat, because we're on air.
This one. Can they hear us now? All right. Hello, people.
Olav, thanks for joining us. How are you doing?
Nice to see you, Ian.
Nice to see you too. How are you? You've had a couple of crashes yesterday in qualifying, another one today as well.
Oh, I had a big old tumble. Yeah. Maybe one of my worst crashes ever, but somehow, miraculously, I'm in one piece and feel pretty good.
Good, great stuff. It's been pretty wild out there today. The racing's been intense.
Oh my God, it's been a wild ride from start to finish, especially now. The weather, the rain, the stopping, the changing of wheels, back and forth. The riders are running around like headless hens, or what do you say
headless
in English?
Chickens, we would say in
headless
English.
Chickens, yes.
I don't know who ever came up with that. I mean, it kind of worries me.
Have you ever seen a chicken without its head?
No, I haven't. No, I don't even know if
it's true. Pretty good expression.
I like it. I can feel rain.
Yes.
That's not good. I mean, you've raced in worse.
There's some drizzle.
Yeah. It
The
feels like
wind may actually be the worst part right now. But yeah, you really do not want to have like patches in the slide zones, specifically the grip zones. That's going to be really dangerous.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what they're discussing now, but they're probably discussing...
Yeah, well, what they're going to do, they've decided with these conditions, they are actually going to shorten the course, which was one of the contingencies. We really want to get a result, and especially at the effort all of you guys have made this week, just in getting here. If we can get a result one way or another.
It would definitely be a shame to just do it from the quali times.
Yeah,
and settle it that way. It would be very boring, especially for all the fans out there. We want to see a real champion be crowned today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to shut the laptop because the rain is now actually blowing into the laptop, so I just have to guess what happens later in the day. All right, well, Olav's here, but there's going to be a little delay here, so we'll take a commercial break, and I imagine we'll be on a delay when we come back from that. But keep an eye on social media, and we'll let you know when hopefully we can get started again.
Erzincan's 3.2-kilometer road is highly technical and exceptionally fast.
I think it's my favorite track right now. This is the best thing that we've had. Like, the gondola is amazing, the location is beautiful, and the track is...
This track isn't really like anything else. It's kind of a combination of a few hills from the history of racing.
It's going to be a super tight one. They're battling. Bit of a wobble before the hay bales stay on their feet.
I think I never skated on a road like this.
You're engaged the whole time. You have to stay focused, otherwise you will crash.
And Gregoire falls into the hay, and Bouclier also falls down.
Coming up the left side. Oh, there's contact! Oh, no! Celebrates the victory. Another great race. Wow. All right, folks, we're getting ready for the Consi final. And the final, the wind is still howling around, as you can see in the start area. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. But just 2 races to go. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Wherever you're watching around the world, let us know. It's great to have your company. And it's been one of those days with the weather. You get that. We're stuck up a mountain. Things happen with the wind. Pretty windy out on the hill as well.
Definitely bringing a whole new aspect to the race. A lot of extra things you have to worry about with strong side winds, especially on a track that's this fast. I think Stefano, or was it Owen? Yeah, Owen said that he received a really strong side wind and it just knocked him over. So definitely have to watch out.
Yeah, I think in that first semi-final where, as you say, where Owen went down and Stefano went down as well, that Diego caught a tailwind at one point, and I was hearing speeds possibly upwards of 120 kilometers an hour. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what we were hearing. And everybody crashed in that first semi-final at some point.
A good tailwind can pretty realistically give you at least 10 extra kilometers per hour, so might be...
Maybe, yeah. Well, it's challenging. We're just looking around. We're going to have 2 men in the Consi final due to injuries. Oh, we're going to go straight to the final, indeed.
All right.
So maybe we're not having a Consi final then. So we're going straight to the final. So this race, the next one we see, the final. Adrien Paynel, Andreas Bouclier, Diego Poncelet, and Adam Westphal racing off for the spoils here in Erzincan.
The riders really have to settle their nerves with all this stormy wind and all the going back and forth with rain wheels or not. I mean, it's really nerve-wracking. You could feel the energy in the locker room earlier, and just I can't imagine what they're thinking right now standing on the start line. But I hope that they're just gonna survive.
Yeah, it's been like one of those days. We've had some amazing racing, but then we've been battling the elements as well throughout the day. Nothing we can do about that, but the decision, I think, to start a lot earlier in the day has been rewarded, basically. We've been given time to stick this one out. And with you guys making such a tremendous effort to come to this part of the world, I want to give it as much time as possible to get the race done.
Yeah, it is definitely a huge investment, but it's also a great honor to be able to show up here and race against these great riders and showcase the sport to the world. Really grateful that we can reach out to as many people as we can, bring the sport forward.
That is the plan. That is what we want to do. Keep driving this sport forward. When it's good, it is so good to watch. I absolutely love it. We can see Diego there. He's in blue because he didn't finish first in his semi-final. That won't worry him too much. He's just warming up. There's a little bit of wheel changing going on as well. Then we're going to get this final underway. So Diego's ready. He's got third lane choice. Got any preference on lane on this course?
I would say the inside, the left lane is a safe bet. Some riders would maybe not always prefer it, but I would say it's probably the safest to just have that inside line coming into the first left. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, you can definitely play around with tactics and maybe you want to start in second, because that first slide zone, it's really hard to keep in front after that slide. So yeah.
We've seen in some of the earlier rounds, Bouclier's been out on the far rider's right,
so
and it's powerful start moving across. And now, because he won the the first semi-final, he's in a green. I keep wanting to say bib because of my winter work, but it's not bib. It's green sleeves. That's an old song, isn't it? Green sleeves. If you're of a certain age, you'll know it. Actually, about 300 years old, I think that song is. But he's in the green, so he's got second lane choice. Now, if I was him, it's been working from over there, so you make a change in the final. That's just one of the tactics that comes into it.
I actually talked to Andreas about his push out in the semis, and he was surprised himself that he managed to pull that off. So
maybe he'll take one of the middle or inside left. I guess it depends what Adrian's going far left,
like
isn't he?
Adrian is going inside, yeah.
Diego and Andreas just having a little chat. Which lane are you taking, mate?
Yeah, it seems. Oh,
yeah, he's going middle left
middle
lane, I think. Yeah, and Adam, who's been in this lane himself and had some blistering starts. That is the sound of Olav's water bottle disappearing into the
wind.
Turkish mountainside. We'll pick it up later.
We're out in the open here.
Yeah, they took our tent away. It was screwed down, so with the wind, I've had to put my notes away.
Oh yeah, we can definitely feel the elements up here as well.
Glad I brought my jacket up today and went for the long sleeves. It's a bit of a change from Friday and Saturday, where it was 30+ degrees.
Oh yes, even though I'm from Norway, I can definitely feel this wind. And as Carlotti was saying, just keep your suit on. That's the warmest piece of cloth item I brought. So I'm keeping my suit on to stay warm.
Yeah, just in the high teens today. It was warm a little bit earlier, but since the clouds have rolled in, we are up at 1,700 meters or so. So it does get a little bit colder quickly. Let's get this race going as soon as we can, because the wind is starting to pick up, and we want to get this final done. We've got this far. Lots of patience from the athletes, and you guys at home. I know it's been a very stop-start day. Doesn't make it easy to tune in, does it? So.
Yeah, we apologize for all the stops in the stream, and thank you for your patience. But it's all going to be worth it in the end. We're going to see some great racing here. These boys are all super, super strong, technical riders. Maybe the underdog here would be Adam Westphal, I think.
I've been impressed with his riding and his commentary, and your commentary as well, Olaf.
Yeah, I mean, Adam's shoes are going to be hard to fill. I was really impressed with how his commentary was.
Job. But he's powerful. He's going to be aggressive, and he needs to be aggressive if he wants to get into top spot from this lane. So here we go. Final underway of the open stand-up. It's a strong start from Adam Westphal, and he is on the right-hand side of your screen. Now he's looking to move across. He's not going to get into top spot, though. He may just end up sitting in fourth right now, but Adrian Paynel in top spot at the moment. It looks like Bouclier in second, Diego in third, Westphal in fourth.
Pass here. Coming in third, Adam is losing a bit of speed. They're coming in tight into the first slide zone. We'll see how this goes.
So coming through turn number 4, everyone stay on your feet. Adam's drifting a little bit wide. He might just have clipped the bales there, but we don't have it on the drone. Now this is where Diego can be so fast, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he has the perfect tuck, the dream tuck every boy dreams about. Coming into the grip left. This is advantages for Adam and Andreas. But Diego has their draft, so he's not losing them. Oh, Andres coming on inside. What's going to happen here?
Well, I did think that Paynel was maybe going to be in a bit of trouble
he
there.
just threw a stand-up slide. Come on. You got to give it up for Adrian.
That is so impressive. Bouclier still holding on to second place. Diego in third. And this is what you were saying earlier. How do you beat Diego? You've got to get it in front of him. You've got to put him under pressure. But this bottom section really suits him. But it also suits the man in the lead.
Adrian is looking so good right now. I bet his confidence is through the roof, especially after that stand-up slide. Coming into the fast crack turn here.
Watch Diego in third. He's right up with Bouclier in second.
Diego's looking strong here. Might take an outside pass. Going to the fastest.
Oh, going right the outside. Diego's in second, and he's absolutely motoring. He's closed in. He's closed in on Paynel.
Using the whole road here.
Oh, no!
We have an explosion.
Oh, no. We got two men down there, haven't we? It's Diego and Adrian. Adrian's looking for his board. Bouclier is out in front.
Bouclier is in the safe zone.
He is going to come through. And
the star boy has done it.
17 years old. He's not done it yet. He's got to get through this turn. But we're going to have a look on the replay of what happened there in Bouclier.
He must be in total shock right now. Is he about to be world?
Well, we've got more races to go. It's going to be his first WDSC victory. He can't quite believe he's looking behind him.
Losing his mind right now, not realizing that this is actually happening.
I can hear the cheers as well. But what a race. What a series of runs from the young gun from
He's
France.
Done it. Andreas Bouclier has done it.
Wow.
17 years old. This man is unstoppable.
Battle for second place still going on. And I think Adrian Paynel might be just about in second. Diego hasn't crashed. There's Diego, so it's Paynel. Looks like he's going to come through in second. Diego in third place, unless Adam Westphal got back up. So we'll just round all that off for you. But Bouclier taking it. A stunning victory. At 17 years old. How good is this guy going to be?
That boy is so impressive. I'm so proud of him. He's just done it. He did the impossible. That's what we were talking about. Just using that gap and let the other guys plan it out. That's really your only tactic when you have such skilled riders.
Let's see it again. We just lose sight of it on the drone. Paynel goes down, and along with Diego. Can't quite see what happens, but you have to keep an eye on social media, and we'll get the footage out. Let's hope everyone's okay after that one. Really nasty one.
Definitely not a good place to fall after the steep right section there into that grip turn. You're going really, really fast. I think the Luge, that's the fastest section for them, and not sure for us. But yeah, really did not want to fall there. So I hope these riders are okay.
Well, we hope all the riders are okay. Keep an eye on social media and stuff, and make sure you follow us, engage, let us know if you enjoyed that racing. It was absolutely thrilling stuff. We hope all the riders that have had a little fall at some point over the week are okay. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, of course, to Erzincan for all of your help and being our wonderful hosts again. Olaf, great to have you in the commentary box.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun.
Wonderful fun. I hope you've enjoyed it at home. Thanks for your patience today. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Just gonna check.